Hello there. On this channel we like to talk about TV, films and comics. Today we're going to talk about TV. Recently, well, as recent as this video came out, this new series from Sky called Gangs of London was released. You had all of the 11 episodes released immediately, so you could binge it while we're all in lockdown. And to be honest, this is one of the best TV shows I've seen of its type probably ever. I think maybe if not this year, you're going to see it anyway. It's about a London crime family, and it's not some sort of Cockney small-time family. This is a big modern gang. They're building all the big tower blocks in London. They've got their finger in all the pies, and they control all of the other gangs in London, whether that be other British gangs or foreign, sort of Turkish, Armenian, what have you. At the very start of the series, the head of the gang, played by Cole Meany, gets assassinated by a young lad who's from a gypsy gang, and this throws everything into disarray as all the gang starts sensing weakness, and you have this struggle for power. And what follows over the next set of episodes is a super violent but super compelling look into how all these gangs interact, deal with the problem, and try and find some sort of stability. And in the mix, you've also got people who are trying to exploit this for their own benefit. You've got undercover cops, and you've got people who don't want to be any part of it as well. This is from the chap who did the Raid films, and you can tell that it's, when it comes to the action scenes, they're shot in a way that is just brilliant. Better than any film that's come out this year to date. I mean, you got films like Bloodshot that came out that are 100% comic book action films, and this just pisses all over the action sequences in that. You've got, in the first episode alone, a pub fight sequence that's just, probably going to be the finale of any other film. But then in the same episode, you've also got a one-on-one showdown with a guy who's essentially against a sort of computer game boss or horror movie villain, where he's found a guy who's being butchered, cut into pieces properly, and they just have this massive smash-up, drag-down fight. But then in the second episode, you've got a gypsy camp massacre where they go in with automatic weapons and grenades, and you see people getting splattered by these grenades everywhere. I think, right, they've sort of spent all their budget now. But no, every episode has got something that is kinetic, interesting and creative when it comes to action. You've got a sniper situation in one episode where they're pinned down in a back alley and a sniper's taking them apart, and you see heads exploding and things like that. You've got episode 5 is probably my favourite bit when it comes to how it's filmed, where you see a sort of drone shot from these people, this assault team coming to attack a farmhouse in the middle of nowhere, and you think there's nothing special about the farmhouse, but you see these people walking in their formation from directly above, a bit like in a computer game, and then you have someone between them and the farmhouse trying to get to warn the farmhouse, and then you have the people at the farmhouse, and then it cuts back down again to the farmhouse, and when it gets attacked in a very Call of Duty efficient manner, you find that the farmhouse is actually an armoured fortress. They pull a lever, these shutters come down on the windows, metal shutters, they've got little gun firing points, and you have this really creative but also plausible, within the realms of the TV show, assault on this farmhouse, and it's just thoroughly exciting. You actually see someone get vaporized by an explosion of a grenade and C4, and it's just really good TV. If you want something that is an action film every single episode, but also a really compelling drama and look into crime families, then this is certainly worth watching. It's available on the UK on Sky. I think in America on Cinemax. If you're in the UK, I would say if you're in lockdown, it's worth paying like a £5 or something to get a subscription to Now TV for a month or two with the entertainments package to be able to watch this, because you've got sort of 11 hours of entertainment there in just in this series alone, and it will certainly kill some boredom. Please let me know your comments on it, if you've got any good or bad about the show, and also please feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.